Oh my gosh, beautiful friends, what is cutting you off from receiving more of your life? You could say that as like manifesting. Your manifestations are not really coming to fruition, or your life is just not coming or going or doing what you want it to. Stay tuned. I had a download today, and oh my gosh, I want to share it with you. It really rocked my world, and I hope it supports yours as well. My name is Rebecca Abraxas. Thanks for being in this tribe, seeing this video. I hope it helps you remember your greatness, because you have so much of it. And if you're not part of the tribe, be sure to subscribe. All right, beautiful beings. So what keeps us from receiving our life? Guess what? Guess what came to me today? This. Let me show you. I'm gonna get my journal here. This quote: when we cut ourselves off from people, we cut off from source. When we cut ourselves off from people, we cut ourselves off from source. I don't know. How many introverts do we have? Let me know in the comments. How do we go about this? How many really potent empaths do we have? Let me know in the comments. So how do we not cut ourselves off from people, right? Well, that was a question I had after this download. And it was like saying, you know, I teach a lot from the emotional guidance scale, and that's 22 frequencies of the emotions that we be as human beings. And when we are as empaths tuning into the lower frequencies, because which means that we still have some lower frequencies really active in our subconscious, we're like, oh God, it's them, it's them. Their frequencies are too low, I can't handle it. But really, they're just a mirror for what's really active here. So everything is source, and everything is consciousness, and everything is a mirror. And I know that is freaking hard to swallow. That is a piece of humble pie. But um, whatever is happening right in front of you, there is some active frequency in your subconscious that you're not aware of. So you've probably been working really hard on yourself, and like you've been awakening and doing yoga, and you're doing voice work, and you're doing it all, and you're doing awesome. And if things are coming up and life seems to be getting harder, like instead of easier, it's because you have blossomed into creating a safe, easeful place for that subconscious to come up a little higher, and maybe even into the consciousness. So, my beautiful friends, when you detach and cut off completely from people, you're cutting off from the energy of source. So this was something I really needed to hear, because in the Aries full moon, this weekend, I started to feel very exhausted. I started to feel a depressed energy and sadness. And I was like, what is this? And then this comes. So I ask myself, where am I cutting myself off from people? I'm cutting myself off from people because it just seems like so much energetically. But what if, here is the antidote, my friends. So listen up. What if we connected to the source of people? What if we connected to the lightness of their being? What if we held the torch of light for each person, and instead of disconnecting, we connect into them, and they feel really good and you feel really good because you're connecting in source. You're connecting from the light of yourselves, light attracting light. And so I always use the analogy of a well. If someone is down in a well, if you jump down there with them to help them, you're down in the well too. So if someone's down in the well with their dense lower frequency emotions, and you're willing to be the light, and you're willing to hold the torch and hold the rope, the light rope, you can send that down to the well, and you can bring them back up, and now you're both at the light, and you're both there together. So we're all going to go through we all go through a fluxing array of vibration, right? Um, don't disconnect. Don't disconnect from people when you're feeling low. Don't disconnect from people when you're feeling high. someone's always going to be holding the torch of light, and you'll be holding it for someone someday. Maybe it's today and you're holding it for someone. Maybe yesterday you were down and someone held the torch for you. So how about we don't disconnect? I'm going to be practicing that too, because oh my gosh, this happens all the time for me, especially as an introvert, an empath, someone on the awakening journey, someone raising their vibration, doing the work. And sometimes it just feels like a lot to hold energy. That's a lot to hold energy, right? What if we didn't have to hold it? What if we just had to just move it? What if we could actually hold an intention? Hold, I guess we're holding energy. We can be an intention of light, of happiness, of peace, of love. What if we could live consciously, which means living moment to moment, kind of assessing where we are, and say every hour assess our frequency. One of the great ways I love to assess my frequency is just one, your feelings, but also just let it tone. Ah, sit in the silence of it, and oh my gosh, you'll know where you are. It's really amazing, the awareness that comes from just letting out a tone, and you'll know vibrationally where you are. And then you want to tune yourself to love. And then you go out there, and whether you're doing social media or whether you're going out into a group or going to work, tune yourself to the love and light of someone else and hold that torch and connect from there. Give it a try. Let me know how it works. So your voice is such a powerful tuner. It helps tune the dial. If anyone ever uses Abraham Hicks' work. It's amazing. She talks about the tuning the dial of the vibration. That's all we're doing when we're living consciously. And that's all we're doing when we're connecting with others. But we have to do it consciously. So I have to do this with my teens all the time. Being a mom of teens is intense. But I have to remember to tune the dial, one, to my own light, and then two, to their light. And sometimes it's fun to just create like this infinity symbol that you are connecting with them in light and in love. And you can feel the source of them. But you can't feel the source of them unless you're willing to feel the source of yourself. You can't be the source of yourself until you really tune yourself to a higher vibration. I should reword that. You are always the source of yourself. It's always there. It's kind of like the blue sky is always there, but you just have to disperse the clouds, right? The density. So disperse the clouds, and there the source is. So perhaps that's what we're doing every hour, is dispersing the clouds so that, there's our source self. So I want to do a little light language with you today in this moment to help disperse the clouds so that you can feel your source self, and you can go out there and you can connect with people from your source frequency. Okay? So from me to you. Do you feel that reverberating? Do you feel that? Did that tune you to your light, to your source? Doing that really does for me. So get into your toning, get into your light language, get a frame drum, tone and sing, or just listen to my stuff and tune yourself to your source frequency so that you can be that torch today for someone else and connect in with them. Namaste, my beautiful being. And if you want more support, I do awakened voice sessions, mentoring sessions, and I also offer custom sound healing where we help you reset your vibrational set point. That's all in the descriptions below. Have a beautiful week.